Sure, there's room. Hop on in. All right, morning. Let's begin. I would begin by situating in our body, which of course we can do by attending, noticing, and feeling just bare, naked sensations. Naked because sensation will come before and can stand alone without any interpretation. So we can feel something so simple as sit bones, pressure, descent, breath, ribs moving, hands relaxed, feel neck grow softer and subtly vertical. You don't have to stretch it. It's not a muscle move. It's really just feeling the vertical space of the neck augment. Then as you feel increasingly relaxing and softening throughout your body, as softening becomes a more and more prominent or frequent sensation, then effortlessly deepen and expand breaths range throughout your whole body. Breath is a sensation, a movement, something that we can sense as movement in our cells, in our joints, in our fluids. For our pranayama today, we'll work Kapalabhati plus Uddiyana. So I like these two together. They really work in terms of gas, blood chemistry. They really work well together. So let's go right over left. I'll let you select if that's cross-legged, shoelace. I'm going to a shoelace. Or, yeah. We'll start with the Kapalabhati. The main things that might interfere or slow us or is that we might be using chest to squeeze the breath out. So to make this as punctuated as possible, feel the low belly pump and the tip of the nose conduit. So we'll do about 30 or 40 pumps, Kapalabhati. Begin. The focus is on the exhale. We've slipped out of Ujjayi for a moment. We're focusing exclusively on exhale. The inhale will just sneak in as an artifact of relaxing the belly. Then we'll place our fingertips to the ground beside our hips. And feet active, so spreading the surface of the sole of the foot. Take one smooth, deep inhalation, so feeling that sensation of expansion, maybe stretch, maybe fullness. And as we hold that breath for a moment, you'll get to learn and study where you might soften. Maybe we can soften the chest or the abdomen slightly or the hip crease. Bring the hands beside your legs or in front of the legs that were pitched forward. Exhale, swiftly get it all out. Draw the low belly muscles in and back. And as you're drawing with the muscles, there's a commensurate kind of suctioning. And as we stay empty and empty a little bit longer, you can study how that oxygen and all those gases in the blood start to change. If you attune to blood, you may feel the blood a little differently. Relaxing the belly when you need a breath. So the way that I work it, at least currently, is it is a breath hold, and there's a viscera component where I'm using the suction to almost stretch the connectivity within and between the organs. The abdominal wall, the diaphragm. So to me, it's a many-purpose move. Let's switch the cross of our legs. And we'll repeat that. So Kapalabhati, like 30 or 40 pumps. Fingertips to ground, pressing, inhale, pause, we'll continue to spread the sole of the foot, holding the breath, softening within core. So there's a deep softening within the body. So we can sense obvious sensations, subtle sensations. And here we go, folding, pitching forward slightly. Exhale everything out. Stay empty. Drawing the belly in and back and up. You can work it a little bit more like a breath hold, pulling more lightly with the abdomen. You can work it more like an internal organ massage, drawing, suctioning in a more exploratory fashion. I'm keeping everything relaxed, soft around the chest and the throat and the shoulders. And that will help you kind of hold the breath long enough to study the gas, the chemistry change, the mechanics of all the pooling and the awakening of the inner guts. And then we'll relax when you're through with that. Unwind the legs. And we'll lie back just to give the legs a nice bit of straightening. And we'll just continue working and playing around with the low belly. It's worthy of so much deep sensory focus, the low belly. It's worth focusing lots of attention to help ourselves feel this area and earn increased sensing capacity. So low belly, navel to pubic bone. I just want to. So I'm starting with the feet off the ground and the knees over the hips. And then micro adjust the knees so that you can feel not only is the sacrum on the ground, but I draw the knees like another ½ inch or so, or inch. And I can feel the top rim of the sacrum, and therefore the lowest backbones touch the ground. That little intersection is a really important place to breathe and to feel. So here we go. Inhale, feel your breath get to the top rim of the sacrum, which is the lowest spine bones. Feel that juncture as best as you can. And when we curl the tailbone, you may feel that area get a little more pressure. Exhale, reach out through the left leg. Turning the elbows a bit toward the right knee. And then there might be one or two of us who just want to take their left palm and push the right knee. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend the left knee, return to center. Focusing in that top rim of sacrum. As I curl the tailbone down, it contacts the earth more firmly. Exhale, reach out through the right leg, elbows turn left. And then there might be one or a couple of us that want to take our right palm and push the left thigh. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend the right knee. All right, we are on a journey to 4 more. Curl tailbone. Exhale, left leg straightens. Optional move, left palm. Push the top of the right thigh. And I want you to feel how palm push translates as core involvement. Pull low belly down. Inhale, come back centrally. Feeling breath in that top rim of sacrum, the base of the spine, curl tailbone. Exhale, reach out through the right leg. Turn the elbows toward that left thigh. You can do that optional move. Draw the low belly down. And when you inhale back centrally, let's do 2 or 3 more on each side. So please continue. I'll watch you. There you go. So just Just those couple, just those few on each side. So that's up. Yeah, I know. We'll keep playing with it this week. Aha, a little rewiring. Rewiring for fun. All right, if you have an object, like a block or a roll or a rolled up blanket, where's mine? We'll grab it and place it between legs. And we'll reach legs up. This is not a casual squeeze. This is not a casual squeeze. There will be moments to release this not so casual squeeze. Here we go. Inhale into the low belly and the low back. Can you cover and feel the left side of the back and the right side of the back? All right, now squeeze that object, not a casual squeeze. Curled tailbone. And just exhaling, begin to straighten the legs, involving the muscles all around the knee, especially the quad, spreading the foot bones. And here's your extra credit, up-level move. Relax the head into your hands so you involve the legs and relax the neck musculature. Pull low belly down. Inhale, relax that extraordinary squeeze. We're going to do a couple like this. Hold the breath, squeeze the object, not casual. Keep squeezing. And exhale, rest the head in the hands as you activate the leg muscles. Create that muscular distinction. Legs, very, very on. Neck, face, very soft. Feel that almost polarity, if you will. And then inhale, relax the squeeze of the legs. The longer the inhale, the longer the rest. Squeeze the object, and once more, just like so, exhaling. Feel the legs squeeze the object. The squeeze is to help us straighten the legs, so work those muscles, the quads around the knee. Press up through the feet. Keep the legs active and soften, relax the head into the hands, onto the ground. Relax the face, the lips. Pull low belly down. Inhale, relax the squeeze and the efforts of the legs. And now we'll do 3 where we move the head a bit. Squeeze the object. Exhale. Now lift the head and the shoulder blades up a little bit. And we're still going to create that vastly different effort distribution. Engage that object, squeeze, reach the legs, straightening the legs, rest the face, the head into the hand, pull low belly down. Inhale, set the hands, the head all the way down, the legs relax around that object, still hold it. Feel the breath entering the abdomen, the low back, the QL. Hold that, squeeze the thing. Exhale, float the head and the shoulder blades up a teeny tiny bit. Legs vibrant, vibrant. Quite a different charge distribution. The legs are like lightning rods and the face is a still pond. Pull low belly down. All right, do one more on your own, please. Let the legs help hold and move the charge. This is an incredible technology for interrupting, perseverating, and that kind of anxiety, thought, emotional feedback loop stuff. That stuff when we get tied in and bought into our own feedback loop of thinking, worrying. This right here is an incredible technology. Charge the legs, relax the head and the face. So, because it's so good and so important, we'll do more reps of it. So set that object off to the side, and we'll do some straddle lifting through. You can do straddle, you can also bend the knees. But of course, as we straighten the legs more and more, there's more tension with which to work. And by tension, I'm also kind of implying more sensation. Okay. So we have hands supporting the back of the head. Inhale the head and the shoulders off the ground. Feel breath reaching the abdomen, the low back, flanking the low spine. And then exhaling, curling the tailbone. Vibrant reach out through the legs. And make a concerted effort to relax the head into the hands. High charge legs. Relaxed head and neck. Pull low belly down. Inhale into the hip crease. I'll talk through one more. Exhale, curling tailbone. Reach out through those legs. There's plenty of sensation occurring in the legs. And then rest the face, the head, the neck into the hands. Still suspended, but just letting them go back and drift back and soften down. Pull low belly down. Inhale into the low belly, the genitals, the pelvic floor. Continue. Do 5 more. So you'll be flying solo right now. The practice for this moment is feel that sensation, distribution, prominently in and about the legs. Feel the face, eyes, mouth, neck, head relaxing into the hands. And feel that you can do both and. So simultaneously, efforting, feeling, sensing legs vibrant, sensing a softening facial countenance. So yes, you are creating this energetic distinction. When we practice turning down the charge in the jaw and the face and the neck, and turning up the feeling in the charge in the legs, turning up the feeling in the abdomen and the pelvis, there's a lot of good that can come. Great. When you've set the head down, when you've helped your legs together, as I think you're getting very close to doing, we'll turn to a side and press to hands and knees. We're going hands and knees because we're going turbo dog. So from that tabletop position, I just move the hands forward a few inches, 2 or 3 inches. Bend the elbows so they're vertically under the shoulders. Now here, you may have to do a little bit of lateral shift. You may have to widen the hands a couple centimeters. You probably don't have to bring them in. That's what I'll find more often than not. Okay. And then tweeze the palms, the forearms, the elbows toward each other until you feel chest muscles get involved. Charge them up. Those little chest batteries. Now inhale into the upper back, keeping the chest muscles awake, alive, charged up. This is super important for our inversions. Exhale the knees off the ground. Go slowly so you can feel the chest is charged, the chest is condensed, the chest is efforting. Keep the chest, because as we maintain that chest involvement, we're getting a wonderful bunch of activity going right into the sternum, the front of the heart. That's good news. 2, we're spreading that upper back and moving the cluster, the tissue, away from the base of the neck. So feel that in your body. Does the upper back and the base of the neck seem to spread and broaden? Deepen breaths to give you a better feel of that upper back broadening. And keep these chest muscles involved. We're getting a great squeeze and bunch of activity around these lymph nodes. So you may have to just shift weight this way or that way, forward or backward, just to re-engage the chest. And push, get lighter on the shoulders. Chest muscles still vibrant. We did a whole bunch yesterday to broaden and open and move all of this upper back and trapezius and neck stuff. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lunge. We'll set the left knee down, drawing the arms up. And in that similar motion, the chest gets involved. So the upper back spreads, broadens. And you're doing the check in your body. How do you sense? Chest on, upper back broad. Can you feel the back of your neck with the air, with your breath? Posturally, can you feel that? Inhale, bring the hands down to the ground, under the shoulders. Curl the left toes under. Exhale, reach the heel back. The knee lifts off the ground. Involve that left leg muscularly, turning on those quads, straightening the knee. The back of the knee expands toward the sky. Deep breath. And as you reach the entire leg line back, feel the hip, the left hip softening, opening. Is there more spaciousness? And 3, deep breath, the face muscles, the jaw, the neck, the head, the brain area, relaxed, soft. Leg, lightning rod, face, still pond. Gently set the knee down. Inhale, we'll back the hips over that left knee. Raise the left arm, twisting lunge. First, Do the twist. We'll stay vertical. Exhale, stay vertical. Reach left arm up. Turn to the right. Turn, 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 turn. And then cross, touch, press. I'm just trying to skirt around the old hunch and throw version of twist. And this way, the abdomen can be, in a sense, wrung, but it's not smashed collapse, right? Distinct. We can feel these distinctions. We can feel these differences. And there's a great value to feeling these fine differences in the body. Deepening breath, so even as your guts are getting a little bit wrung, soften, deeper sensations, the face, the eyes, the mouth, the jaw, the neck. Can be relaxed. There you go. Inhale, unwind. Set the hands down. For pyramid, exhale, press that back knee off the ground. Step left foot forward a few inches and begin to straighten the legs. Walk your hands up your right leg. If that helps you, straighten both legs. I would work strongly straightened legs and then play and feel and work with lengthening out through the trunk and the core. Then just kind of have sort of almost straightened legs where I'm not really activating or getting to the muscles. Get to the muscles. It's a great way to work, move, charge, or energy through the body. You don't have to be shy about kind of ringing and then utilizing, breathing, and then within a few breaths, we'll relax and get to another thing. So it's okay if you're using, working, ringing those leg muscles for a few breaths. Bend the right knee, inhale, hands to ground, exhale, chaturanga. Pull the shoulders away from the jaw, lowering all the way down. Shift tailbone toward the earth. Hands move forward. Inhale, cobra. Pull. So you feel a lengthening through the mid-spine and the low spine. Exhale, lower. Hands under chest, downward dog. If, only if, you're feeling bold and you might like turbo dog. Entirely optional, so downward dog is what I'll call out. And if you just have it in your mind to just get a little zest running through those arms, blood, energy, make it turbo dog. But if you're doing turbo dog, if feel that the face muscles are unstrained, the mouth is relaxed, the jaw joint, the neck, all that musculature on the neck is pliable, softening. And let's go to the other side, lunge. Inhale, left foot forward. So we'll set right knee down. Wrapping the shoulders. So in this lunge, feel the back, upper back, broad. If I kind of belly swan my forward in my lunge, it's really hard to get and feel that wrap, that openness in the upper back. In fact, the very things, the tissue, the slings that help us wrap kind of support our abdomen from that swan thing, that belly, whatever that's called. So when you wrap, feel the trunk lengthening up instead of belly forwarding. Can you feel that? There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Inhale, bring the hands to the ground. Curl the back toes under. Exhale. The heel reach back. The knee lifts off the ground. The back of the knee expands, expands, expands toward the sky as the hip expands and opens. Now, when we feel a change in that charge, do we deepen our breath in order to work with it? In order to work with it. Breathing helps energy move through the body to be processed, just like digested. So breathing is like a digestive enzyme for our experiences. Back of the neck relaxed, the face muscles, the jaw. So again, that right leg is a lightning rod. And the core is soft, so it can move and work with this energy. In a lot of ways, we're working with a step-down transformer, right? Inhale, set that right knee down to the ground, shift the hips over that right knee, raising the right arm. Here's that twist. Exhale first. Stay vertical. Turn to the left. Keep reaching, turning, lifting, turning. And then we'll touch that right elbow to the thigh. Inhale, unwind. We'll go hands to ground for pyramid. Exhale, press that back knee off ground. Little step forward, fold. And I'm also wanting us to engage the legs strongly, to straighten them. This is a really safe, it's a kind way to introduce stretch to the tissues, to be able to engage in a long or lengthening way. And it's great energy work. It's great focus work. I think it's a great challenge for us as people to get these leg muscles all around the knee, the top of the knee, able to kind of trigger on, and then stay on for a breath or two or three. We're not locking the knee. I just want you to be able to have the tools of involving your muscles, because it's a great way to bring blood to any given area. If we can connect to muscles, we can connect to blood and bringing blood to an area. This is great healing technology. And the blood carries all. Bend left knee, inhale, hands down under shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Sure, you could use cobra. Exhale, downward dog. All right. Let's just step forward for a moment. I'm going to kind of pick up a little bit where we may have been playing yesterday. So I've got a bit of wall, and we'll be working pigeon stuff, both on our legs and on our hands. So from a first kind of view, we will work. Let me just show you the two things together, and then I'll talk us through everything. So we will work the standing pigeon, and then we'll use our wall surface to work a kind of a handstand plus a pigeon. And then we'll do the other side, so we'll get time on and off of our feet and our hands. All right, let's start with the right foot in both hands. So if you need the balance of the wall, it's right there. Hands grab right foot. Toes facing towards sky. So that would be, instead of them facing the wall or the ground, toes face sky. If you have any knee concerns, you might need to support. Take one of your hands and hold at thigh. Okay, get a nice hold on that leg. Connect to breath. Now, keep breathing. Stay with me on this. Strongly straighten the left leg. It's not a stiffening move, but strongly straighten the left leg. Get those leg muscles around the knee, and then there's that buttock expanding through the hip, and then there's that lengthening up through the gut, telescoping the ribs. Deep breath. All right, inhale, let that right foot down. So that same configuration, we'll find it as we go upside down. So option one as we go upside down is I set the hands on the ground and the left foot up the wall. Now, as I'm walking my hands nearer to the wall, I may find that this just all by itself is a wonderful amount of stretch. Great, you can be exactly there. Downward dog on the wall, left leg up. As you continue to bring hands closer to the wall, as you walk closer to the wall, wrap the shoulders. This is imperative. Wrap the shoulders and then push, and you'll start to hover that right foot off the ground. And then drawing that right leg into that bent pigeon-like position. It's not going to feel like it did a moment ago. It's not going to feel like pigeon, but the shape is there. There it is. That's it. Exactly. You're using your left forefoot, your left toe pads, and you're lifting, pulling, heel up, leg up. That's it. That's it. Way to go, Canadians. we'll set all the feet down, and we're back to standing. Now we'll do the other side. Pigeon first. We'll pick that left foot up, both hands. Standing pigeon. Stay with the sensation. So that's one part, kind of bringing yourself to the water, and part two, drinking the water. Right? So when we allow ourselves to sense, it's code for I'm in the body. Yes, sometimes we do have to do a little manipulate. We have to kind of wrangle this here, put that there, stretch that there. But ultimately, we're evoking sensation. And then the sensation brings us in. All right, let's set that left foot down. And here's that other side. It's downward dog. We'll be placing the right foot up the wall. And that might be an amazing, plentiful stretch. As you want to move those hands closer and closer to the wall, you have to get that great wrap. And then you can start to push and hover that left foot off the ground. All right? I'll just talk through again. When you wrap the shoulders, it's to clear, to decongest the neck, so that when you're pressing, you're not congesting the neck. And that might be a really great practice. It may not look fancy on the outside, but maintaining that wrap as you touch, press in more heavily, bearing more weight and keeping the upper trapezius from crowding the neck joints. That's a great, great practice. Keeping the neck relaxed. Keeping the legs active, charged, full of sensation. Yeah, I'll give you just a moment or a few more. There's no rush. You got plenty of time. And if you are finished, that's fine too. There you go. Yes. Do a little old-fashioned handstand. This is good. See you in the reflection. Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. There it is. All right. As you're exiting from there, we'll be setting up shoulder stand today. There's one or two of you who may not be doing shoulder stand, I realize. So we've discussed your other options plenty of times. You can just insert those. I won't refer to them. All right, those of us doing shoulder stand, it's lying back, getting my triceps on the ground, my hands just ready to catch something. Feet up, hips up. And first going palms to the lower back. And then gradually as things open up in the spine and the back muscles, you can always walk your hands more into the mid-back. Reach the legs up, truly a lightning rod. Grounding rod. And with your hands wherever they are, ribs, mid-ribs, low ribs, deepen breath into your hands. When we lower, attempt to place your body in the position of Shavasana. So as you're unrolling, how can we keep the head in contact with the ground? So you might want to bend the knees, bringing them closer to your chest. And then starting to lower the pelvis. At some point, use the hands. Press the ground. Please unwind, keeping your head and your spine on the ground. Please resist the urge to rubber band, slingshot, rocking chair out of. I know the rocking chair is just something, but keep the head on the ground. Lower the spine down. You will get an amazing spine and spinal fluid study in the slightly expanded spinal cord, spine situation. Bend the knees, set the feet down. Resist the urge to move anything. Just rest exactly where you placed yourself. Shavasana. And I want to take us through just a very brief 3-body tour. It's not like a multiplicity of bodies, but it's more of a spectrum of sensing our person and recognizing these various bandwidths as being a part of our construction. So one, the physical body. We know what this is. It's the blood, it's the bones, it's the stuff of us that we could put under a microscope and see, the matter, the mass. So to feel the physical body, we feel sensation in the broadest terms, right? Our mass, our weight, our temperature, a feeling of tension or relaxation in the body. We can feel the difference between the more solid parts of our body and the more soft, squishier parts of our body. And then like changing the radio station dial. We're still within our body, but we're just selecting to feel the bandwidth that I like to call the subtle body. This is a huge umbrella. In the subtle body, we just simply attune to those subtler streamings and pulsations. Here we might discover the emotional timbre of our body has changed. The emotional weather pattern, the mental weather pattern. Maybe our mind seems clearer or less cluttered, perhaps. Maybe the mental content has shifted, just like a rainy cloud can shift to another part of the land. So here there's mental activity, there's emotional activity, there's subtle energy activity. To me, these are like constellations and weather patterns of all sorts, and they interact with one another. And now we change the radio dial one more time, kind of sliding over, still feeling ourselves. This is still us. And then we're selecting to sense an even subtler sense of ourselves. And this is where that deep, deep, mysterious sense of self starts to lose that sense of boundary. Here we feel a formlessness. We might notice a brilliance, an aliveness, something more vibratory in nature, but without well-defined shapeliness or easily definable characteristics. So here we have more of a qualitative, lively, the form, the boundariedness starts to get really smudgy and formless. Where we might use these words like an oceanic depth. It's a quality of depth, but there's not a container about it. There may be a sense of infinitude. Or a deep, profound silence. A lack of content. And this neither comes nor goes. It's always here for us. This deep, profound well of mystery and silence and liveliness, this does not go away ever. So as we reconstitute ourselves around and from this profound formlessness, and we bend our knees, we feel our physical body, our subtle body, kind of shaping up. And we turn to a side, use palms, so that as you press, your body can engender that liquidic, almost boundless self-sense. we start to feel more and more of our boundary as our hands touch each other. Namaste. All right. Have a day.